Hey, what's up, YouTubers? It's me again, Brian, aka Gamer55551, and I am back with a video review. And for this review, we're going to be taking a look at Diablo 3 Eternal Collection for the Nintendo Switch, based off the versions off of the PS4, Xbox One, PS3, 360, and PC and Steam. But for this review, we're going to be looking at the Nintendo Switch version of Diablo 3 or Diablo 3 Eternal Collection. And if you're interested in some gameplay footage, I'll have a link in the description below. I remember hearing about Diablo 3 a while back when the game was announced and shown for PCs and computers, I think Macs as well. But I also remember the controversy surrounding it over the whole, I think, auction house and the whole always online stuff, although from what I understand Blizzard fixed that within a day or something like that. But despite that, the game became popular among Blizzard fans and certainly to some Diablo fans too. So it was interesting when the game also made its way over to consoles, when it also made its way to the PS3 and the 360, and then over to the PS4 and Xbox One. And then sometime last year and sometime this year though, there were rumors at the time about Diablo 3 coming to the Nintendo Switch, which then first started off with this little light switch they had of the Diablo monster, which basically gave the impression that Diablo 3 was coming, although Blizzard didn't announce anything at the time. Until I think we got an announcement around August when they finally revealed that Diablo 3 was coming to the Nintendo Switch, being developed by Iron Galaxy that was handling the Switch port of the game. And after investing a couple of weeks on the game as well, or a couple of days with it though, I honestly have to say this is probably the best version of Diablo 3 that I've played so far. Well, technically the best version, minus a couple of things that doesn't make it the let me take that back. It's not really the best version, it's the version I like the most though. Alright, so why don't we get started with the pros and cons, and we'll start off first with the pros. First one is the gameplay. As anybody who's played Diablo 3 or any other versions of it before, Diablo 3 is an action RPG hack and slash kind of game, although that will depend on which character you pick though. For me, the gameplay is fun though. I do enjoy the character I picked though, I think the Crusader. I like it. I like that character because of the fact that you can hold two-handed weapons with one hand while holding a shield at the same time. But it's basically the fun loot system, the whole hack and slash, or depending on which character you pick, Hunter might have like the bow and arrows and so forth. But the gameplay is exciting, it's fun, it's enjoyable. You can enjoy it as a single player game, although you can enjoy the game online as well with other people as well. So it is the RPG part, the action RPG part is definitely enjoyable and fun. Next thing I want to talk about is the fact that for the Switch version of the game, you will be getting all the DLCs in the game. So if you feel like you might get the vanilla version or the short end of the stick or anything, fear not, that you will get all the DLCs. Plus, as a little bonus, they added the skin where you could play as the Zelda villain Ganondorf in the game though. Now I haven't used him yet though. I should give that a try somehow though. But it is a nice addition to kind of make it feel like a bit of make this version feel a bit of it exclusive for Nintendo fans. So, but it is nice though that we're getting all the DLCs in the game. And last but certainly not least is that the game does run very well at 60 frames per second. Regardless if you're playing this game docked or undocked, the game runs for the most part pretty much at a steady 60 frames per second. I played this undocked when I was on my lunch break at work. I played this at home, and it ran very well at that 60 frames per second. So great that this game, regardless of whether you're playing it docked or undocked, runs at a very good 60 frames per second. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we're going to get to part 2 of the cons, of Diablo 3 Eternal Collection. So take a little break, and we will be right back. Okay, and we are back with part 2 of our video review of Diablo 3 Eternal Collection for the Nintendo Switch. So now that I gave you my pros, why don't we get started with the cons? And as far as cons go, there are only two that really pop into my head regarding Diablo 3 Eternal Collection. We'll start off with the first one, and that is the graphics. Now, I don't think the graphics in the game are terrible or awful or anything like that. They look fine, especially for a game on a Nintendo Switch. That said, when compared to the PS4, the Xbox One, or the PC or Steam version, probably is not going to look exactly, it's not the best looking version. I will say it does look a bit better than the PS3 and the 360 version, but not as good as the PS4, Xbox One, or the PC or Steam version. This may be mostly due to, although I could be wrong on this, is that when docked, the game runs at 920p, while undocked, it runs at 720p, which is normally the usual resolution for playing a Switch game when undocked, although not every game will have that feature. So, graphically speaking, it's alright. It does look better than the PS3 and the 360 version, but obviously it's not going to look anywhere as good as the PS4, the Xbox One, or the PC or Steam version. And last but not least, though, unless the Ganondorf armor set or the fact that you could play a Diablo 3 portable interests you, though, it's pretty much the same game that you played either on your PC or the PS4 or the Xbox One or even the PS3 or 360 version. So you really have to boil down to whether or not it's worth double dipping again for the Nintendo Switch or not. If you already have it on another system or on your PC and portability is not really a big deal for you, then I can't really recommend the Switch version or anything like that, though. Alright, again, it all comes down to whether portability or having that Ganondorf armor set is that big of a deal. That's going to be to one's person's preference or so forth. Overall, I'm glad that they brought Diablo 3 over to the Nintendo Switch. I think it's a fun game. There certainly has all the DLCs. I like the action RPG and the loot system in the game, though, and I'm glad the game runs at a good 60 frames per second. Visually speaking, I'm not hugely disappointed, but it's pretty obvious it's not as good as the PS4, Xbox One, or PC or Steam version, but that doesn't really, to me, it doesn't really hold it back since it's still a fantastic game. I enjoyed it when it was on the PS3, I enjoyed it when it was on the PS4, but I feel like the Switch version is the best version due to that portability, the fact that you could bring Diablo 3 with you on the go wherever you want to go, though. Obviously, it's going to boil down to whether portability is an issue or not, though, but overall, to me, I enjoy Diablo 3 Eternal Collection. Here's to hoping that Blizzard continues to support the Nintendo Switch. Even though this is not my type of game, I don't have an issue if they were to, say, bring Overwatch over to Nintendo Switch. Excuse me. Nor would I have a problem if they remake the first or second Diablo and bring that over to Switch, or if this does well, perhaps maybe, just maybe, if they could do it though, bring Diablo 4 over to the Nintendo Switch, not the Diablo Immortal. We all know about the backlash about that one. So, but overall, if the Switch is your main console of choice and you like action RPGs, then I definitely would recommend you check out Diablo 3 Eternal Collection. Okay, this concludes this video review of Diablo 3 Eternal Collection for the Nintendo Switch. And again, these are my opinions. What are yours? What are your thoughts about Diablo 3 Eternal Collection? Is it a good deal to get this game? Is the gameplay fun, though? Are you glad the game runs at 60 frames per second, both docked or undocked, though? Do you think this game is worth another dip? Another dip, or do you feel like, you know what, you played all the other versions, you don't really need to pick up the Switch version at all? Do you agree with what I said in this video? Do you disagree? Do you have a difference of opinion? As always, sound off on the comment section below. Let me know what you think, and I hope you hit that like button. I would appreciate it, and I hope you do subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you do, make sure you hit the bell icon for notifications of any new videos I put up. Also, feel free to share this video if you want to, and Feel free to donate to my channel if you like. You can do it through PayPal Me or Patreon. Links will be in the description of this video. And I will see you again next time when I do another video. Hopefully that'll be soon. Until then, from Southern California, I wish you all a, well, it's evening out here, so a good evening then. Bye!